Hear the hunger in my voice. They used to tell me to speak up. The problem wasn't what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passive. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rip. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the goal. And they know I'm raw, and they know the spot, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make them follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear on March. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You can focus on them downs, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I try to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the deal. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home the truth, I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. Warm to the vaccine when the pot clean. Operation need vaccine. Me say vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. Warm to the vaccine for the crack fiend. Warm to the vaccine for the vaccine. We afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. It'll get a youth fall up like napkin. We need a vaccine at the ghetto car. Our struggles are no similes and no metaphor. If you get a youth dream, if you get a car, buy a house, try make it out, no get so far. No live so long, we get vaccine. Get up people no want to no vaccine. If it's not a vaccine, we start cream and can live a better life and stop dream. For the youth, them way in a jailhouse, we still no get charged, can't get no bail out. We say vaccine, we fi make no see road quarantine. Now we want to do that woman. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. One to the vaccine for the crack fiend. One to the vaccine for the vaccine. We afraid them shoot our son when the cops see him. Hey, where the vaccine? One to the vaccine when the pot clean. One to the vaccine from the crime scene. Little ghetto youth fall up like napkin. We need a vaccine for real, cause some evil people them be will lead us. Foot power next time for you no ease off. Me no trust Babylon, we need a vaccine. For them stop, deceive the poor and every workplace start. Give people more vaccine. Me not lie, we need the cure. For police stop, kick in with door. We need a vaccine for bust the aisle mill. Fi cut the piping, look how long I'll price drop, but JPS I give we some fuck we like Billy Ola who no fake. Go yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. UPK got the vaccine. Mr. General Yan have the vaccine. General my man have the vaccine. Big Captain Mashak got the vaccine. Hey, Nayatap got the vaccine. Hey, Abada one got the vaccine. Hey, Akaya got the vaccine. Bakawar got the vaccine. Hey. Ever since it's a COVID-19, everybody does a talk about vaccine. One to the vaccine when the pot clean. Operation need vaccine. Me say vaccine. Vaccine.
I see you cut that shit off the back of his head, though.
That Hoshaya dude, that assaulted dude, he looked like something else. He don't look like.
They don't be looking like not that. They look like ham. They look like a Smurf.
And they don't, and they do not like niggas.
And like a cheese. Gargamel.
That's funny. All right, them Africans be having different bone structures.
They got bad bones.
Boy, you see that?
It's like they cut that web out their gums.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Seems like we good. If somebody could check the feed, focus shot, and then I think we good. So far on my end, it looks like everything is good. Let me see. Check out these comments. Okay, we got Jayla Brown in here. We got Trooper Wayakwam in here from Lake Charles. My bad. Trooper Yakwam in here. We got Trooper Wayakwam in here from Lake Charles. We got Trooper Kazak. My bad. Trooper Yakwam in here. We got Trooper Wayakwam in here from Lake Charles. We got Trooper Kazak. My bad. Trooper Yakwam in here. We got Trooper Wayakwam in here from Lake Charles. We got Trooper Kazak. My bad. Trooper Yakwam in here. We got Trooper Wayakwam in here from Lake Charles. We got Trooper Kazak. My bad.
Oh, that's what it is. My joint hooked up to the.
Oh, yours might be hooked up. Hold on, yeah. It automatically hooks up.
Hold on, let me check.
All right, how about now?
It was up to the roadcaster.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You switched out the roadcaster?
No. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, so somebody got a mic right here. All right, you got the mic. All right, no sweat. So we should be good to go now. All right, so let me see. Your Quadazar. All right, so let me see. Saxon Shorts. Let me see. Young man Jeffrey checking in from Shreveport. Your Quadazar. Melanie Taylor checking in from Pittsburgh. Okay, what was it on? He wanted Jonah 2 and 8. Jonah 2 and 8. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So you just your card is out. You just want what it means. Jonah 2 and 8. Okay. 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 Hold on. Let me just. When I sang the with me, and I remembered the Lord, and prayer came to thee unto the holy temple. They that observe nine vanities forsake them. Okay, go ahead. We start at 7.
Colonel McCon. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 2, and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
When my soul fainted within me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer came in unto thee, into thine holy temple.
Okay, so remember, this whole thing is about Jonah. I can identify with the Jonah story because I was in the whale at one point. Right now, I tried to take a job that was in Tennessee. When I first, when I first came into the truth, I tried to take a job that was away, but the job was going to take me away from the school. So when I got counsel on it, the general basically told me, if you feel that you want to go take this job, take the job. You know what I'm saying? But just know that if the Lord is okay with it, it'll go through. If it gets blocked, then the Lord is against it. And every since, so I went. And when I went down there, all I could think about was what was going on at camp. You know what I mean? Like that was in my mind all day, all night. I couldn't really sleep good. Then I'm seeing videos pop up where, you know, at that time we was in Philly. Philly Jesus was coming up there. You know, that's the white dude coming up there with he came up there with a big old cross. Like it was like the kind that you would probably you know, crucify somebody on. Like, and this was like the videos that was coming out while I was going, and I just was like, why couldn't I be there for that? You know what I'm saying? And so much stuff was happening, and I couldn't take it no more. So I was like, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. You know what I mean? Because it was something okay, in the beginning, this is what the Lord wanted me to do. He wanted me to work on Delaware, just stay there. The Lord didn't want me to go to Tennessee, but I wanted to go to Tennessee. And so I did. And then when I got there, I found out, and I felt it in just every fabric of my being that it was the wrong thing to do. So I couldn't get out of there because, you know, the plane ticket kept on getting postponed, and you know, that's another story. But so I got on a bus. I was like, man, I don't care. I'm getting out of here tonight. And I got on a bus. It took a 19-hour ride back to Delaware, and that was the whale for me. You know what I'm saying? And so this whole thing is about the Lord wanting to destroy Nineveh and telling Jonah to prophesy against Nineveh. Go ahead, Matazapa. You got to turn on the mic.
I was about to say, and another thing for, you know, brothers to remember is, like, when your soul faints, like when you become weak, you know what I mean? That's what you do. You call on the Lord. Mm-hmm. Brothers fall weak all the time, but it's like, do you see it? Like, you never see brothers doing that. Brothers is just leave the truth. Mm-hmm. Instead of, you know, ask, look, can you give me some type of peace of mind? Can you help me figure out, you know, navigate my way through this? You know, call another brother, something like that. Instead of that, you know, brothers that just fall victim to the weakness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You'll just let your soul faint, and then that's it. Like, you just, help it. Woe is me. And now you back watching videos in your drawers back home, doing whatever you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a brother that was on a post today. I seen that it's from here. You know what I'm saying? And I started to be like, man, get in class, man. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna see how long it takes for you to figure it out. But go ahead. I think everybody know what I'm talking about. Okay. Go ahead.
They that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy.
Right, meaning this, man, you forget about the mercy that you're even getting. Right. Like that, and that's what a lot of people like. Lying vanities is like things that don't mean anything. Like when pastors come up and tell people, oh man, you know, God just loves you, and you know, it's just the grace of God, and when, you know, and it's just so much warmth and love, and that's lying vanities. That has nothing to do with anything. And then you forsake your own mercy that the Lord has even given you. The Lord is, just for the simple fact that you're not dead, is mercy from the Lord. But we don't realize that because we fall into the lying vanities and things that we hear. Right? That's what it's talking about, Yaquatazah. What? I'm not sure.
Is he talking about the verse 9 part? Thanksgiving.
They observe.
He just said holy holidays or something like that.
Like the voice of Thanksgiving is just like, you know, just giving the Lord praise. You know what I'm saying? Just being thankful for what the Lord is doing for you. Right. You know what I mean? The mercy that He has on you. We do that all the time. You know, every day. You know, even when something happens to you, what you say? Most High in Christ. Yeah, you be like Most High in Christ. That's giving thanksgiving to the Lord for the good that He's doing in your life, and that's Thanksgiving. Don't think like
it's not going hallelujah.
Don't think like you know the what's that called? Don't think yams and turkey. Right. Yeah, nah, it's just Thanksgiving. Get jammed out. He's like, what? Jonah was eating Thanksgiving dinner.
Thanksgiving was in the Bible.
Oh man. All right, so hopefully, man, that got you your quad design. But we'll come back. Just put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just bust this one in the head real quick, man. So, all right. So the cat that was at my slavery, right? You know, of course, it's July the 11th, but now a lot of stuff is coming out. Of course, a lot of those videos, y'all know I'm talking about the videos that are coming out where people was blowing their hands off. I seen Issachar blew his damn hand off. I said, damn, Issachar blew his damn hand off, lighting a Roman candle. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, we got to realize, like, what's going on. So that's why I wanted to go into, like, the 4th of July, the oppressors of independence, and show you that it's in the Bible. Right. Show you that it's in the Bible. The independence is there, just to show you, for the people that don't know, the people that just at the other end who just look at it like, the people that are in the world that look at it like, well, we just having a good time popping off firecrackers. But what you don't know is that this kingdom's independence and everything was already prophesied by the Lord. And if you keep on partaking in it, then you're going to partake in the destruction that's going to come to this nation by you involving yourself with July 4th and these celebrations that you have no idea of where it comes from or what it even stands for. You wanted to say something, Taza Pa?
I was about to say, that, you know, like, they don't even understand the spirit. Like,
the mic.
You just popping off firecrackers, but it's a spirit that comes with that you're in when you're popping those firecrackers that they don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so boom. And so I wanted to go into that, right? So let me get Amos 5:21, and then let me get John 8:32. All right. And you know, and we're gonna bust through this. Myself and Mataza Pa, we did this class 2018, I believe, 2017, 2018. And I wanted to just refurbish our minds. I wanted to refurbish our minds, you know what I'm saying, to go back to this, man, because this is something heavy. And, you know, I just want to, you know, bring it around and give it to everybody right now in case you forgot. All right, you got it.
This button sucks. So like, they got all the different versions on the page. Just said 5:21?
Yeah, Amos 5:21.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
I hate, I despise your feast days.
Right. July 4th is a feast day, right? We just talking about July 4th because it just passed, but you get my point. It's a feast day, and the Lord does not like it. The problem is like, we're not taught, and we're taught about all the things that the Lord loves in Christianity, but we're never taught about what he don't like. Because according to Christianity, the Lord loves everything. He loves everything. Now, that couldn't be true because that can't be true because then the earth will reflect that. And the earth doesn't reflect that because all I see is brush fires, police killing people, murders, you know, all kinds of death, gang banging death. You know what I'm saying? People getting shot, babies getting killed, everything. People dying of all kinds of diseases. And if the Lord was all loving, like the church would appear to make it seem, well, to make it, you know, to make it appear the way that it is, then the earth will reflect that, and it doesn't. All right, let's get it. Let me get some more on it.
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Right, the solemn assemblies is like when we get together as a family. You know, like when we get together, we go, we get together, we bring out the food, everything like that. I remember I went to this. My mom had called me over to my aunt's in them house, and they was over there, and everybody at the table had like a big piece of pork on their table, on their plate. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, you know, because like, you know how you look at, you know how like when you be in the truth, you know, you can just automatically spot a person's plate. Like I know that that's pink. What would you be eating that's pink? You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. Usually when I get a plate, everything matches. Like, okay, it's brown, that's brown, that's brown. You know, everything pretty much, you know, goes along with the color scheme here on this plate. But then it's like everything's brown, but there's something pink. You know that's ham, right? And even at my slavery, right? Like, dude was like, yeah, you know, I was like, yo, he was like, you know, he was grabbing the drinks or whatever. And he was like, yeah, just and I was like, all right, so I'm about to grab this pizza right here. Well, what you want? I'll just grab it real quick. And then he was like, yeah, I'll take the pepperoni pizza. I was like, I can't get you the pepperoni pizza, man. He's like, why not? I'm like, look, man, I can't get that, man. You know what I'm saying? I can anything else up here, but I'm not getting that. You know what I'm saying? And so he ended up getting my drink, you know what I mean, like he was supposed to, but he ended up having to go get his own food. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? And even if I'm feeling generous and I say, you know what, I got the meal today. You know what I'm saying? Because that has happened to me before. Like, brother I'm working with, we get up to Chick-fil-A. He like, look, don't even worry about it. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Put my card back away, and he get it. But when it's time for me to pay, you know what I'm saying? And we go to the store or whatever, wherever we go, I'm not getting you. I don't give a damn. You're going to eat something lawful today. I'm not getting you that. You know what I mean? Even if it's my turn to pay, I'm not getting you that. You're going to have to get something else. So the Lord won't smell in your solemn assemblies, right? Keep going. Meaning that the Lord doesn't appreciate it. The Lord is not in it, right? Keep going.
Verse 22, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
Right, because, you know, when we get the food, when we get together, we get the food, you know, and everybody's sitting there, they praying over the food. They say, I've seen so many, what are they called? Barbecues. I've seen so many, you know, videos of people's barbecues in the world on July 4th, and they was like, their Heavenly Father, I want to say thank you. Why they always start off like that? But it was like, you know, Father God, you know, I just want to, you know, give thanks, you know, and it had some lady up there who probably doesn't even care about the Bible at all, leading the prayer. But everything that they got out here is completely wrong. And it's the pastors is the ones that is the reason why that the people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like these people probably would know if they had some people that actually would have integrity and teach them what was right. But since they don't, now the people fail and we all fall as a nation because the people that are supposed to be over top of us, they're the wrong people to be over top of us, right? All right, so let's read a little bit more, Matazapah, please.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast.
Right, that's the pig, you know, all of that, you know. I don't even know why people even still eat pork, but, you know, I mean, they got videos literally where they picking the maggots out of the pork. Like they pulling like long, you know, things like that. You know, people talking about they have high blood pressure. You know, the cat at my job, he's 22 years old and he's talking about he got high blood pressure. I'm like, damn, you're 22. Usually at 22, you can eat what you want. But, you know what I mean? At 22, you know, your lungs, your body is new, kind of still new at 22. So, you know, you should be able to eat what you want. But that pork is like, it's speeding it up. Right. It's speeding up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the breakdown of your body, you know, cats is, you know, they looked at me crazy when I told them I don't eat, shellfish. Yeah, they was like, what? You know, that's literally what they say. I was sitting around, all eat them, and they was just like, yeah, man, you don't eat? I was like, nah, only thing I eat is fish out the water, and I don't eat nothing that's on the bottom. You know what I mean? I don't eat nothing on the bottom. You know what I mean? I damn near hate that damn flounder. Because, you know what I mean? The flounder look kind of crazy, too, but it's lawful, though, but you know, it's a flatfish. Like, does just go like this? Like, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, but it's lawful though. You know what I'm saying? it's lawful meat. What do you say? Lawful. Right, it's lawful, but yeah, that flounder look crazy. But you know, like catfish, we don't eat that. We don't eat off the bottom of the ocean because you know it's a bottom feeder. The Lord has it there for a reason. And when I told them that, they was like, what? You mean to tell me you don't eat shrimp? I said, oh, you mean roaches, water roaches? They like, oh, you know, they started like kind of, he kind of laughed a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, they are roaches. Like he like kind of like, yeah, you're right. Hey, they are roaches, but they still good roaches though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and
it's a delicacy.
Right. But they don't realize that a lot of black people have high blood pressure and stuff like that is from those things that we eat that we're not supposed to eat. That's against the dietary law. All right, cool. So let me get John 8:32. Kev from Smyrna. Zev Israel? All right, Zev Israel. Shalom, Lord Christ. Checking in from Smyrna. Tamika Shanta checking in from Dallas, Texas. All right. Shout out to you, sis. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying, for rocking out. Well, this is going to be a good one, man. So y'all just rock with me, man. I'm just laying my premise real quick, laying the foundation. Whenever you get it, Zawar, you can give me John 8:32.
That's the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall know the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and the truth shall make you free.
Make you what?
Free.
Say that one more time.
And ye shall know the truth.
The what?
The truth.
Uh-huh.
And the truth shall make you free.
Wait a minute, voting shall make you free.
The truth shall make you free.
Joe Biden shall make you free.
The truth shall make you free.
The LGBT shall make you free.
The truth shall make you free.
Right. The truth is what's going to make you free. That's what we preach all damn day, is freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about the truth. And the truth is what makes every brother, every sister free. Right. It didn't say that the truth is going to make you feel good. Right. It didn't say anything like that. But it did say that it would make you free. That's what Christ just said it right there. Right. You wonder why we're still in captivity? Because we don't like the truth. That's why. That's why we're still in captivity, because we don't like the truth. We don't want to address the truth. Right. We hate to even acknowledge that big pink elephant that's in the room. Right. We try to think, oh, well, it's not the elephant that's crushing all it's not the elephant that's crushing all the furniture in here or tearing down the walls. It's because you ain't got enough education. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go ahead and talk about.
Yeah, it's like you can tell people what's wrong, but then they'll keep trying to push it off like, oh, it's not this, it's not that. You know, everybody's weak. Like we just became weak. Mm-hmm. We just became weak.
Let me see. Okay,
stiff neck, because a lot of times you could tell somebody something and they'll know it's right and still do the wrong. Still do the opposite.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of brothers that come into the school. You sit in here. I don't even see how you can sit in class and then just leave. So what you think? You gonna start a new life? Yeah, you gonna start a new life with some niggas, some real niggas. Hey, we weren't real enough. We weren't real enough for you, so you gotta get around some real niggas. Right. I get it. Okay, no sweat. Sister leave the school. What you gonna go find a new nigga? A new nigga. Oh my God, a new nigga. That'd be so funny, man. Right. I want a man that he only wants one woman. Yeah, you gonna definitely get that out of the world. We gonna. What you say?
Because he gonna want other men.
Right, he gonna want other men. You gonna definitely be the only woman. Yeah, for sure. You definitely gonna be the only woman. Go ahead, sis.
Did you see? Can I say names?
Well, is the person in the school was in the school?
Yeah. No. He was never fully in the school. We came to a few classes.
Well, just say, brother. Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It was an older gentleman used to come here.
Uh-huh.
He's with another group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? But you know what? He's with another group that he actually fits in with that group. Like, we looked at the picture.
Yeah, that's where he belongs.
Yeah, that's where he belongs at. Like, he got the fringes on the bottom. He looked just like those niggas. He looked just like those niggas, don't he?
Like he fit right in.
Yeah, he fit right in. That's exactly where he's supposed to be at.
Attached beard and everything.
Yeah, he perfectly fit in the picture with those niggas.
I really thought he was going to stay though. Like, for some reason, I thought he was going to stay.
Yeah.
Let me see something. When you come into the school and you ain't willing to shut the hell up and learn, that's when red flags. You know, where like you just can't be quiet and learn. It's always you trying to teach something. Yeah. Nigga, you don't know anything. Right. What do you know? You know what I'm saying? You need to sit down and learn something so you can know something.
So y'all just came out of like college or whatever. You know, school. Do people go into the school trying to teach the trying to teach the professor, the instructor? I see all kinds of videos. They be in Harvard. They be in, like, you know, the college professor be in front of a big, you know, class, and everybody's quiet like this. But why, when it comes to the scriptures, everybody got something to say?
Right.
Right? Like, what can somebody tell you? How long you been in the school? Whoever. 9 years. Right? You've been in school 9 years. What can somebody tell you? And you've been in class for 9 years. Right. Every night. Like I remember my stepfather, he used to try to tell me stuff about the Bible. And I'm like, I'm in class every single night. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want to hear nothing that comes out your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to hear, who wants to hear anything from somebody that don't know what the hell they're talking about? Right. You know what I mean? And that's how you always got to approach every situation, especially when somebody is coming at the scriptures. Like, you in class every night, you right here. And you're gonna let somebody tell you, if you let that happen, then you're weak. Like, where is your class? Where is your learning taking place? Because, you know, nigga make one YouTube video and you just like, well, I'll be damned. They do say that. You know what I mean? Like, no, always stick to what you've been taught. Even if you don't know it, you're still right. Right. All right, no sweat. All right, Psalms 137 and 1. Psalms 137 and 1. Psalms 137 and 1.
Khan. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion.
Right,
We hanged our harps upon the willows.
Right, so the willows, it represented like sorrow, like a weeping willow, like sorrow, right? Go ahead.
In the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Right. Go ahead.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
All right, so go back up to 3. Read that one more time.
For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Right. Y'all remember Roots? Remember Roots, where it was Roots Generations. Y'all remember Roots Generations? That was after they got free to go to Tennessee. Well, Roots Generations, it was Alex Haley's mom and dad.
Right.
Alex Haley's dad was a college professor of agriculture at, I think it was it Cornell or no, not Cornell. It was no, it was down in Alabama. It was one of them, one of them schools in Alabama, right? So he was a professor at the time, and you had the dean of the school. The dean of the school was a black guy, you know what I mean? And they were trying to get, contributions from donors, you know what I mean, that was going to donate to the school. And so they're in the office, and it's a white woman, and she got like 2 or 3 other like rich, white friends or whatever, who are there at the college talking to the dean and talking to Alex Haley's father, who was a professor at the time at the college. So they're talking to him, and they're like, we're gonna give you this money. This money's gonna do good for the students and all that. So he's like, oh, great. All right, so we're gonna continue the tour and show y'all the rest of the school. So they're like, hold on, before we go, could you sing us one of those old Negro spirituals? I just like the way it's just so soulful, right? So you can see like Alex Haley's dad is like looking like, like this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm a college professor. You know what I'm saying? Like I attained the high levels of education, and the dean for sure he achieved high levels of education, and he was like, they kind of looked at each other, and she was like, "Come on, humor us with one," and he was just like, he looked, and he was like, "Swing low, sweet," and he got deep into it. The pain that came out of it, and I'm just like, he was like, sweet chariot, and then I was like, and then and the dean was doing it, but Alex Haley's father in the scene, he was just like looking at him like, you a sellout, right? You a sellout. And so when the people left, he said what he said to him. He's like, what do you want me to do? Huh? Like, you know what I mean? Like I got to do what I got to do for this school or whatever. But I'm saying is, my point is to say that even in our captivity, they require of us a song. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, Slack, if I may, sir. When I had recently went to back to the D.C. museum, the African Americans Museum in D.C., and there was on the wall, you know, they print all different types of stuff that was happening during slavery, and it even talks about how they required a song. They would tell them to sing, you know what I mean? But the people, this is what they said about their singing. It says their singing was always in tears, and so much that one captain threatened one of the women with a flogging because the mournfulness of her song was too painful for his.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they love those old Negro spirituals. They a lot of women got soul. That's why they get all the women that come do them damn Star Spangled Banner.
Right. Oh man.
He really make it ring. Hey, but talking about he really make your ring your voice ring.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it is with like the Star Spangled Banner. Just how bad black people are. Right. I was watching. What is it? Guns Down, Gloves Up, Guns Down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? That's the new boxing thing. It's like, you know, black, like backyard boxing. You know what I mean? But it's black people. Guns down, gloves up, guns down, right? The dude sung the Star Spangled Banner before they started fighting.
Yeah.
The nigga, it was.
And he got knocked out.
It was a hood nigga. It was a hood nigga, but he sang it, but it was like, everybody in the place was laughing. They was like, man, and then the dude that came up next was like, man, we ain't singing that no more, man. We ain't singing that no more. But his wasn't no better. He was like, we gonna sing the black version, Lift Every Voice.
Yeah. That was even worse.
Even worse than the verse. But it was a hood dude got right in there because he felt like that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. That's what he sees on TV. And he got in there and sung the Star Spangled Banner, man.
And then made a complete nut out of himself.
Nutcase. The whole place was just busted out.
You know, and that's it, man. You know, they get Whitney Houston to sing that Star Spangled Banner. Brothers gonna march right down to the recruitment office. Right. Look, don't let them bring out no drums, the snare drum. You're gonna be ready. You're gonna go right out to Ukraine. You're gonna fly right out there. So, hey, they bring that snare drum out there. It's a wrap. The sisters, what they gonna be? You don't know why you sewing flags together. You just sewing flags. You just doing the flag.
Damn, old Betsy Ross. Damn.
Oh man. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They required of us a song. And it says, and required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth. Meaning they want you to be happy with it too. They want you to be happy when you singing this song because, you know, they can't figure out why would you be mad. You know, they can't understand why we don't want to stand for the national anthem. Why would you want to stand? You know what I'm saying? They can't even understand it because they want you to be happy in your captivity. They want you to be happy in your oppression and everything that goes on with you. They want you to be happy, right? And this is why people are blasting off firecrackers because they want you to be happy. Be happy with all of this, man. We want you to celebrate our independence, even though we took yours away. We want you to follow and be happy and go ahead and pop your firecrackers off and eat your sandwiches and then go back to work. Go ahead. Hold on, I think it was brother was here.
Oh, Sluggy. If I may, and now we sing it with gladness. Now, like your Kirk Franklin's and your what's the other bull?
What's that one? What's that one? Yeah, Ty Tribbett. Oh man, that nigga there, man.
You know what I mean? He's singing with gladness. I don't think nobody's singing as happy as Ty Tribbett dude. Like that man, he was screaming and everything on that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ty Tribbett.
Now they sing it with so much gladness, and they're singing the so-called songs of Zion. You know what I'm saying? And how I think General had put it up at one time, a friend in Jesus.
Yeah, because so today the songs of Zion are the old Negro spirituals, like the things like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, no sweat.
And if I may, and then when brothers do get mad, like they crush the uprising. You know what I mean? They'll tell you, look, you're going to get fined for this or you're going to get kicked out of here. And that's all they have to do is just tell you, threaten your lifestyle. And brothers that get right back in order. You know what I mean? Brothers that get right in order. All they have to do is threaten your lifestyle. You don't see nobody taking a knee no more. You don't see none of that no more. Brothers, now everybody's standing for the national anthem. You know what I mean? Like nobody, we have no fight.
I started watching I started watching football after Captain Collins. I started watching football after that, but you know, brothers still be watching that. Niggas don't even give a damn. Hey, bro. They all they had to do was play the Star Spangled Banner, and you forgot about Colin Kaepernick, man.
When you go to work, that's all you hear. You know how you have those die-hard Monday Night Football dudes.
Yeah.
Hey, oh man, did you see that? This person.
Yeah.
This guy, he was drafted to this. And they ain't gonna wait because they just got this dude.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, look, bro. They got Rihanna to come sing it. They know that you can't stand that. You're gonna be right back. They say, okay, what we gotta do? They mad. Okay, get Rihanna up here. You know what I mean? We'll have her sing it, or we have Beyonce, the Beehive. You know what I mean? That'll she's the queen of women in the world. You know what I mean? Get her up here to sing the national anthem, and then everybody will be back in line again. You know, and it's just so, we laugh about it, but it's just so crazy. Like the tactics that they use are just so minute, and it works. You know what I mean? Because now people totally forgot about Colin Kaepernick. You wouldn't even think Colin Kaepernick unless somebody said it. You know what I mean? Because you're immersed. You don't care anymore. All right, no sweat. All right, let's get Daniel 7 and 7. So what we're going to go into is we're going to go into the vision of Daniel. All right, so y'all remember the vision that Daniel had about the different kingdoms that was going to come and that was going to rule. Y'all know about that? No? Y'all remember about the kingdoms that was going to rule that Daniel was talking about? All right, so we're going to break down one of them, all right? So I'm going to keep going, all right? So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to come back to you, Quadazar. I'm just going to, I'm going to come back, but I just don't, Oh. That's it, Judges. Well, I say Judges, chapter 10. Verse 13, 14. I just want to stay on this real quick. You know what I mean? I just want to stay on this real quick. I got you, Yaquadazar. All right. So I just don't want to lose my train of thought. All right. So boom, we're going to go into it, right? So we're going into Daniel, right? Daniel, the 7th chapter. Now, take me down to the 7th verse, all right? Now, we're going to read a prophecy that Daniel had about this fourth beast that's going to arise, right? And I'm going to break it down for you, right? I'm going to show you the oppressor's independence in the Bible, right? Let's get it.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast.
And what kind of beast?
Fourth beast.
Right, so this is a fourth beast, right? Because when you read up, it was other beasts, right, that he was talking about. But this fourth beast, this is the one that he saw in the vision. Keep going.
Dreadful and terrible.
It's what?
Dreadful and terrible.
Keep going.
And strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces.
Right, it devoured and brake in pieces, meaning that this fourth beast, this kingdom is strong. This fourth kingdom is dreadful, it's terrible, and it's strong exceedingly, right? And it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and brake into pieces and stamped. Read on.
And stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse.
It was what?
It was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
Right. So this is talking about America here, right? This is talking about America because this like America is a diverse kingdom,
right?
Right. What we got here? We got Ukrainians here, Russians here, Black people, Hispanics, Africans. Europeans, Native Indians, what Jamaicans, Haitians, we got everybody here, right? This kingdom is diverse, right? Okay, read on.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns.
How many horns?
10 horns.
Come on, so how many horns?
10 horns.
All right, so Matazapa, if you could grab me Satan's Angels Exposed. And it's on page, Satan's Angels Exposed, page 229. All right, page 229. So we're going to go into the 10 horns too. I'm going to bust down the 10 horns for you. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep going. All right. So let me bust down the 10 horns for you. Real quick before we move on. It's on page 229, Matazapa.
Satan's Angels Exposed, page 229. The 6 charter members were Belgium.
Right, so we're talking about the European Union. Y'all ever heard of the European Union? All right, so we're talking about the European Union, right? I'm just breaking the prophecy down for you, all right? So the European Union. So what's the first one?
Belgium.
1.
France.
2.
Netherlands.
3.
Italy.
4.
Germany.
5.
And Luxembourg.
6.
In 1973, Henry Kissinger urged common market members to appoint 4 more member nations. Norway.
7.
England.
8.
Denmark.
9.
And Ireland.
10. See that? The 10 horns. That's the 10 horns that Daniel's talking about in the vision, right? We just breaking it down. Go ahead.
It says it was not until 1979. Okay, it says were proposed for membership. Norway, however, backed out. It was not until 1979 when a 10th nation was accepted. Greece.
There you go.
The Bible tells us that in the last days, an alliance of 10 nations from out of. This is in the book.
Right.
10 nations from out of what was once the Roman Empire. Say it again. The Roman Empire. What? The Roman Empire. All Edomites.
Right.
Will control the economic and political life of the world. These 10 nations referred to in Daniel's.
Referred to in Daniel, right? So read it. So we're gonna read it one more time, just for people that might have missed it. The 10 again.
The 10.
Yeah.
Belgium, France,
2,
Netherlands,
3,
Italy,
4,
Germany,
5,
Luxembourg,
6,
Norway,
7,
England,
8,
Denmark,
9,
Ireland, and Greece.
10. Right, but one dropped off.
One drop,
Yeah, one Ireland, right?
Yeah.
And then they got
Norway. No, hold on. Norway backed out.
Norway backed out, and then Greece was added.
Greece accepted.
Right, so there you go. 10, right? All right, keep going. Verse 8.
This book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
Right, now the little horn is America. Right, that's the little horn, right? Go ahead.
Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by.
All right, so 3, say that one more time. From whom, where?
From whom there were 3 of the first horns
plucked up, right?
Plucked up by.
Right, so do y'all know the 3 horns that were plucked up? Sister like. All right, so the 3 horns. So remember, in America, there were 3 wars in America. Right? There were 3 wars in America. We had the what? The Spanish-American War, right? That was in 1898. We had the French-American War in 1798 to 1800. And then we had the War of Independence in 1775 to 1783. And on July 4th, 1776 was when they declared independence from Great Britain. Right. So you had the Spanish American War, you had the French American War, and you had the War of Independence. That was the three of the first horns that were plucked up by that horn, that little horn that came out of the 10. Right? Y'all follow me? All right, no sweat. Keep reading.
And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man.
Right, because at this time, remember, this was like during the industrial age, right? This is when, they were, moving forward with trains, and they were coming with new technology and different things like that. Read on.
And a mouth speaking great things.
Right, like, we're going to go to the moon. We're going to be the #1 superpower in the earth. We're going to, go ahead.
Come here, live the American dream.
Go ahead. Come here, live the American dream. We're gonna have all this technology. We're gonna, build cars. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take America into the 20th century, right? Or the 18th or the 19th century, or whatever, the 19th century, right? So these are the things that were going on, right? And these were the great words that America always spoke, right? Right. Throughout that dispensation of time, all that dispensation of time, and they still do it today, right? Keep going.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Oh, that one going into Christ, but we don't. I mean, that one's going into. Let me see. Oh, that's the Most High. All right. So skip me down to verse. Let me see. Daniel 7 and
12.
get me to. Let me see. Hold on. You might be right.
Or it might be 11. So like
7 and 11. Hold on. No, that's not the one I want. Hold on, no, it's 23. Skip me down to 23. So, you know, right after that, it talks about, you know, going into like the Most High, but we're staying on topic, of course, with this fourth beast. All right, go ahead. Daniel 7 and 23.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth.
Meaning this fourth beast was going to devour the whole earth, meaning that this fourth beast was going to become what? A super power.
Right.
Right? It was going to become a superpower in the earth, right? Read it one more time.
Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms.
Go ahead, Matalaba.
Now, you know, you start to see where that serpent is becoming the red dragon. You see what I'm saying? Because now the serpent is a red dragon. You know, this superpower, this beast.
And when we starting to break down about this kingdom now, sisters, are y'all with me on this? Or y'all?
Hey, it's just the apple left.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You sure? After class, sisters like, I didn't get what he was saying.
That's how they be in the Christian church. That's how I be in the Christian church.
I think he going off. Hey, they gotta say I'm going off.
I just know my blessing on the way.
All right. Yeah, so all right, no sweat. All right, so we back. All right, so let's read it one more time from 23 and let's go back down, all right? Let's refurbish our minds.
This book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 23. Then he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth.
Right,
and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
Right, because America was going to become a superpower, and it was going to become a superpower by treading all the other nations down and breaking them into pieces. Right? Go ahead, Matazapa.
If I may, you know, one thing that I was just thinking about when I read that is like, because Greece had a big, you know, ruling over the people at that point in time, but it wasn't the whole earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like for that section, that period, or that region that they was at.
And that's actually in the next chapter.
Right. Rome was still in that region that they was at. You know what I mean? But this place right here, like, they rule the whole earth. It ain't a stone unturned that they ain't been.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right. And so when you look at America runs Africa. You know what I mean? America runs Europe. Right. America runs the Caribbean island. America runs South America. It even runs Canada. America runs everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and this is what you're seeing. And when you think, and when I say like America too, like as far as like when you see like Russia is a superpower too, but it's still the same people. Right. Still the same people, but America is the top. You know what I mean? And Russia's underneath, but it's still eat them. Either way you want to put it, but for the Bible's sake and the prophecy's sake, we're talking about America, right? All right, keep going.
Verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first.
Right, the first, like diverse from the first kingdoms that came before him. Right, keep going.
And he shall subdue 3 kings.
Right, so we know about that, right? We just read about the 3 kings, right? Are you with me? Gerard, you with me?
The French, it was the French War, the Spanish American, the Spanish War.
Right.
What was the third war?
The War of Independence. So you had the French, the Spaniard, the Spanish, the Spain, and you had Great Britain.
All Edomites fighting Edomites.
Yes, all Edomites fighting Edom.
White on white crime.
If I may.
Yes, all Edom fighting Edom. All right, no sweat. So keep going. And he said, subdue 3 kings, right? Verse 25.
Verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Yeah, like homosexuality.
Right.
You know, that pork is the other white meat, that, you know, we all need to come together and be one. You know, they've been trying to, for us to come together for a long time. This is why the Lord confounded the languages. And ever since the Lord confounded the languages, you know, we've been trying, the oppressor has been trying to get us back together speaking one language.
Right.
You know what I mean? Again, it's always been, you know, the main vocal point of anybody who has been in power. Is like, we should all come together. The Greeks was saying the same thing. The Greeks were, we should all be one people. We should all be together. You know, and then when you see, like right now, the most prevalent language on the earth was what? English.
Right.
Right. So any nation that doesn't speak English, they understand that that is a detriment to your people if you can't speak English. Right. So if you want to get anywhere and be in league with America, you have to learn how to speak English. Go ahead, Isaiah Ward.
Brothers are going to another country and be like, speak English.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Bob.
It's Esau exalting himself as God, because remember, God broke up the languages. Esau come on the scene is trying to make it all one damn language again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's going against the very fabric of the Bible.
Remember the general brought it out where they was at Geno's in Philly. They had a sign up there that said, if you can't order your cheesesteak in English, don't order your cheesesteak. If you can't order it in English, this is America. Yeah, this is America.
That was at Geno's?
Yeah, Geno's. Yeah, the general brought it out. It was like, if you can't order your cheesesteak in English, don't order it or something like that. This is America, something like that to that effect. You know what I mean? We definitely go there and order it in Spanish. All right. But they took the sign down, but that just goes to the point, whatever, right? So let's read 25.
Kind of what kind? Start from the top, sir?
Yes, 25.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And shall wear out the saints.
You know how do they wear out the saints?
How do they wear out the saints? How do they wear out the saints? They put up in captivity.
There you go, right? Gotta give that to you.
That's right.
All right. What else?
They changed.
Nah, you was right. You was right. Oppression, right? Slavery, captivity. They wear us out. They wore us out during the damn civil rights movement, didn't they? They was busting our grandmoms over the head. You know what I mean? Our great grandfathers, they was busting them over their heads. You know what I mean? They wore us out, right? Through the 60s and the 70s, killing all the leaders in the 70s. Go ahead.
Man, they wearing this out now with Saturday work.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday work is killing the saints.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like literally, Esau is a monster.
Right. Like, because I remember, you know, it's like, because you got the constant grind, you know what I mean? Your feet to the fire all the time. That's how Esau kind of just keeps you constantly spinning in like multiplicity. Just, you know, you just going around and around and around, and like those damn lottery balls. You know, like those lottery balls that you see when they pull in the numbers, the lottery balls, as soon as they start it up, the lottery balls just start going like this. That's how they keep you, right? And then guess what else they do? They put a big sign up that says $156 million. All you gotta do is pay $2 to get you a ticket, and they make sure they change that. Every single day, nobody wins. It goes up 400 million. Oh, look what you could win. Every day, it's just keep you spinning. So while you're going to work, you're looking at that $400 million jackpot that I could win. So when you coming from work, you're like, man, let me go to the liquor store so I can buy a ticket, because I could possibly win that and get out of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what usually happens, you don't get out of this, and you lose your money every time you pay. Every time you play, you lose. You just lose. You lose your whole life, and then let you win $1,500. That's all you. Look, that's going to claim the rest of your money, because you know as soon as a person wins $1,500, they play the lottery. You hooked now. You just got to win again, and you know. you know, and so I never trusted that whole lottery thing either, because, you know, they never televise it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see everything. Like, you know, they be like, oh yeah, and then they just show you a picture. Matter of fact, they don't even show you no picture of who won, or, you know, or anything. They just, it's just secret. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah. Who's to say anybody's even winning that? Right. You don't even know. You just like, oh, it's 400 million. Let me go buy 300 tickets. Right. And then you lose all 300. You know what I mean? All 300 tickets you lose. That's what, $600 now. All right. I remember the general said, he said, if you want to play the lottery, just give me the money. I'll ball it up and throw it in the trash. All right, go ahead. Let's get it. And we're out the saints, right? Y'all know who the saints are. We're the saints, right? Psalms 50:5. All right.
And think to change times and laws.
Right. Where the hell we get leap year from?
Right.
Where the hell we get what the hell is daylight savings time?
Good night.
Right? They changed the time. Right? We think it's 2023. We don't know. As far as we know, it could be the year 3000. We don't know. We just going by the old president said, hey, it's leap year this year. You know what I mean? It's, you know, or it's 2023. We don't know that it's 2023. We just saying it because that's what we were told. Right. Go ahead.
And every season you changing your clock forward or backwards.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? How the hell are you going to change your clock forward?
They said it. Okay, I had read that. They was like, oh yeah, they do that because they give the farmers more daylight.
Get the hell out of here.
They give the farmers more daylight or something like that. But they messing up the time, right? Because we don't know what's really going on here. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Mayans, the world been ended. Right. Everybody's time is off, all right? But the oppressor, hey, you see that? The Mayans like, look, the world, I don't even know how y'all even still here. And the Mayans been gone. Right. But but they still here too. The Mayans is the like the Colombians and the, you know what I mean, the Argentinians and all of them. Those are the Mayans. Right. You know what I mean? They just morphed. They just moved into MS-13. Yeah, they just MS-13 now. They ain't went nowhere. The world didn't end for the Mayans. They just MS-13 now. Damn. All right. All right. So, Most High in Christ. Brother said good class. All right. So let's go 25. Let's go 25 and let's go back down. Matter of fact, take me in the middle of the verse of 25.
And think to change times and laws. Mm-hmm. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times.
Oh, but back me up though. But it said, and they. That's the operative word. That's a word. Operative, right? Let me see. Operative. I just said it because I heard it before, but I don't know if it fits the context. All right. Definition of operative.
Here's the definition of operative. Functioning or having effect.
Yeah, see? Look at that. Right?
Genius.
It just worked, right? They is the operative word, right? So who's the they that it said, when it said they shall be given into his hand? Who's the they? The saints, right? Exactly. Right. You on point. All right. Let's go. Let's get it.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Right. That's the captivities, the different captivities that we went through, right? The dividing of times and dividing of time. So the oppressor, the saints was going to be given into this fourth beast. They're going to be given into their hands, right? All right. Keep going.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion.
That's what's going to happen in the end. The they, remember the they. Who's the they?
Us.
The saints, right? It says they shall what?
Take away his dominion.
Right. We're going to take away the dominion of that fourth beast. Go ahead, Matazapah.
Isn't that in Obadiah? I'm almost sure it say something about, he would use Israel.
No, you want it though.
Something like that. It's something in Obadiah.
It's definitely in Obadiah.
He's going to use Israel or whatever.
Right, exactly. So read it one more time, Isaiah War.
Khan. But the judgment shall sit, and they,
which is the saints, right? Shall what?
And they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
Say that again.
To consume and to destroy it unto the end.
And the it is the fourth beast, right? The fourth kingdom, right? The saints are going to devour it, right? In the end.
I just wanted to make this quick point. You actually see this scripture right here coming into fruition every Saturday. You doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Every class, Monday through Friday, every Saturday, we're taking away his dominion. You know what I mean? Because we get more and more people who come into the truth and then start to see them for what they really are.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yep. That's right. Go ahead.
And that's why they call this hate speech, because we're breaking down their strongholds and we're breaking down their power.
Through what?
Through our speech.
Talking.
You know what I mean? Through by crying aloud and sparing not.
That's right. And then when it says that we are consuming it to the end and we're going to devour it, that's called what? The J word. No. Sandra Bland didn't get justice. That's what we're getting. The Lord is giving us justice.
Right.
Remember, justice for Trayvon Martin, justice for Sandra Bland, justice for Alvin Sterling. I'll take it all the way back. Justice for Sean Bell. Y'all forgot about Sean Bell. Everybody forgot about Sean Bell. You remember Sean Bell?
No.
Remember Sean Bell he said no. Remember Sean Bell was back in New York. Back in the day. You know what I mean? When he got shot up by the police. This was before the 90s. This is before police brutality was even like a thing. You know what I mean? But Sean Bell was from from New York. Yeah.
He shot running his apartment or something like that?
No, he was shot by a bunch of cops. He was in a car.
Oh, dang.
Before his wedding or something?
Yeah, before his wedding. Yeah, his wedding. Yup, he was supposed to get married. Yup. And so, what you say? It was 2006? Okay, so it's damn near the 90s. The early 2000s is still the 90s for me. You know what I mean?
Let's get some justice for Emmett Till.
But it was Sean Bell, right? Yeah, Sean Bell. We take it all the way back to 2006. Right. Remember, nobody really started paying attention to the cops killing people until Trayvon? That's when it really started really sparking back up again. All right. Now, matter of fact, maybe not Trayvon. It was Eric Gardner. Was that before or after?
Who was the boy in Baltimore?
Freddie Gray, but that was later on.
Later?
So it was Trayvon, right? I think it was Trayvon.
It was real big.
Yeah. All right. No sweat. Okay, so
it's a whole mess of it.
Diallo?
Yeah. Maybe that was in the 90s.
Amadou Diallo, that was actually later. That was not that far. That wasn't that long ago.
Amadou?
Yeah, Amadou was the only African that shot.
That's the boy.
That's the only African.
That's the only African nigga.
You couldn't distinguish. They black skin.
Yeah. Right. He was African.
I thought you was something else.
Yeah.
That was an African.
Yeah, he was African.
I thought you was somebody else.
But they never make that mistake again. Huh?
I don't believe he died.
Amadou Diallo?
Yeah, no, he died.
I think he died.
Somebody got pushed out. I remember the video.
Oh, but that was a dude who got the plumber up, the plunger up his behind.
God damn.
Yeah, that was he was Haitian.
Okay.
Yeah, he was Haitian.
That's hardcore right there.
That was TV shit.
Jeez.
Right.
Yeah, the cops had stuck a plunger up his his behind. Yeah, his keister. It was 99, right? Amadou Diallo. Okay, so it was he was.
Did they have
Why they still talking about that in the 2020s? They still saying, well, what about Amadou Diallo? But that was from 99.
Thanks.
Okay, but the point is, we ain't getting no justice. All right. But brothers coming with anything. But we're not getting no justice for none of it. All right. But we are going to get some in the end. All right.
Right.
Let me get verse 27.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 27. In the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given. Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High,
right?
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
See that? That's justice, right? That's the justice. Right. We could never even fathom anything like this. The church don't even want to even have this kind of dominion. They want to be in the kingdom, but they want the oppressor to be ruling it.
Right. They
want us to be flying around with the oppressor, you know, and that's in their brain. You know, it's like we all gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? But but the Bible does not support their stance. Right. You know, from the church, it doesn't support that stance. Right? The Bible says something totally different. The Bible just said that this future prophecy, it said that the saints are going to devour this fourth kingdom, and I'll read it one more time. It says the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, meaning that it's not going to fall.
Right.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him, which is talking about Israel, which is talking about Jacob, right? It's talking about Jacob, right? All right, no sweat. All right, let's drop that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 12 and 10. 2nd Ezra 12 and 10. All right, pull out your Apocrypha. They looking at the Bible.
No, I got both. We got y'all. Let me go grab it.
Y'all don't got no Apocryphas?
I only got one Ezra. Oh, you said you can. I got one of them big ones. I got one of them too.
This to me right here. This the baby right now. Oh, word. Put it in. Oh yeah. Sure.
You got glasses on.
Nah, but I need to buy. I ain't gonna hold you. I need to buy a phone too. I'll be like. All right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision.
Okay, so remember, so let's go back for a second, right? So I'll go back for time's sake, right? So in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, right, when it gets to the chapter 7 and verse 7, it says, behold, a fourth beast, right? So in Daniel, the vision that Daniel saw was a vision that wasn't yet revealed to him at the time. And that actual vision that Daniel saw is actually about to get revealed right now to Ezra, right? So when he said, remember the other kingdoms, when he described them, he was like, it was a kingdom that was this, it was a leopard, it had this, it had that, right? He had the understanding of the kingdoms. Right. But this fourth kingdom, it was a diverse kingdom. It was a kingdom that was different from all the other kingdoms. You get my point? And so at that time, the prophecy wasn't completely revealed to him at that specific time. And we're about to see it revealed to Ezra right now. All right? Go ahead.
Khan. This book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 10. Mm-hmm. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. Mm-hmm. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Mm-hmm. But it was not expanded, but it was not expounded unto him. Mm-hmm. Therefore now I declare it unto thee.
See that? You know, like when you know how you hear like Mystery Babylon, you hear about those different terms and stuff like that. It's like it was revealed to him. It was a vision that Daniel had got, but they didn't know exactly like what what the kingdom was like exactly was.
Right.
You get my point? Go ahead, Mataza Pa.
I was about to say, and it's because Christianity or because Christians don't read this book is why they're lacking in their doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Because this book explains a lot of stuff that it's explaining this stuff.
Explaining it right
yeah,
now.
they'll run around and talk about the lion and the bear and all this kind of stuff mixed together, but then don't understand really what it means. And it's literally explaining what it means right here.
Right, exactly. Right. So it says the eagle, right? Now we know that the oppressor's sign is what? An eagle. Right. It's on the damn stamps. Right. It's on the damn
money.
They got their own money. It's on the money. It's on the Fed Express. All right. So let me just break off and just tell y'all something real quick, man. So okay. So remember, we're talking about. Let me just recalibrate everybody, right? Remember, we're talking about. We're breaking down about. We're about to show like the oppressors' independence in the Bible, right? But let me just give you a few facts about what actually happened during the time of 1776. So in the time of 1776, remember the colonies at this time they were an economic extension of Great Britain, right? The 13 colonies that were over here, they were just an economic extension of Great Britain. So when they was over here, they was getting what? Taxed on what? Stamps, food, housing, property, everything, right? They were being taxed. Other words, they were what? Being what? Oppressed, right? And the very thing that they fought Great Britain for their independence is the same thing they're doing right now. Right. They trying to put tax on drones. Like, if you fly a drone, you got to get an FAA license. They trying to get all this stuff. They trying to tax everything. They tax They tax you when you drive a car, the gas, insurance, the maintenance on the car, everything, candy, potato chips. You know what I mean?
Dang.
The pay at work, they got a tax on every single thing. The same thing that they so-called went after their independence for Great Britain, because they were taxing everything. Tea, you name it. It's the same thing they doing to us right now. Go figure, right? It's okay. At the time, King George III was in power. And at this time that the 13 colonies, they were trying to, talking about, getting their independence or whatever, they would have debates about it, right? The 13 colonies, the different states, today they had like arguments and debates about it. Because why? Because when you try to break away from the king, that's punishable by death. Right, so you got Vermont, you got these other colonies. Is like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Because you had some states that were like last to come in to the Declaration of Independence, the unification of the 13 colonies, because they was like, man, if this goes wrong, we all gonna get hung on the gallows. You know what I'm saying? So they were debating about it, you know what I mean? And then King George, what he did was he sent his troops out to say, look, man, this is an insurrection. Go and fire on them. You know what I mean? And bring them back, because what they're doing is treason. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so on July 2nd, 1776, they had debates. Vermont, Massachusetts, they were arguing, and and Philadelphia was one of the ones that was like, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? If this might not go through. If this don't go through, we're gonna get killed for trying to have a coup that's unsuccessful, right? And then on July 4th was when they announced it to the public and read the Declaration of Independence to the public, right? Skipping around a little bit just to kind of for time's sake or whatever, right? But just giving you the gist, right? So this is what happened. So and then once they signed the Declaration of Independence, this is when they had the War of Independence. Go ahead, Matthias Bob.
What's crazy, right? Is okay. So the people that came over here for the 13 colonies. Mm-hmm. Were British. All right, so we're gonna get there. All right, we're gonna get there. I had a little quick point, but it's like even with like when it
comes to like, if people believe that we Africans, even if you use that same logic, we would be different. Right, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right. So, all right, no sweat. So y'all kind of got the little gist of the little history. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's jump back into the scriptures. All right. Let's get it.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 13. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon earth.
Hold on, that's my bad. First Ezra. Well, I say First Ezra, right?
2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra 12. All right, it's completely turned back the wrong book. All right, go ahead.
Khan. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it.
12, okay, go ahead.
Verse 14. And the same shall 12 kings reign.
Right. Do y'all know who the 12 kings are? No. Hold on. You got it. Who the 12 kings? Who the 12 kings? All right. he ready to go. Hey y'all, he pulling his book out. You got it. All right. He's like, I got it right here. All right. So we're talking about. Okay, so it says, what it say? It says, where was we at? We was at 12 and what? 14. In the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another. All right. No sweat. The 12 kings is the 12 Caesars of Rome. All right, so let me show you. All right, give me 1 second.
All right, 12.
All right, so okay, so count these out for me. All right. You got the mic? Okay, so these are the 12 emperors of Rome, right? Hold on, matter of fact, I'll just let the damn thing go. Okay, who were the 12 emperors of Rome?
According to Wikipedia, De Vita Caesarum, commonly known as the 12 Caesars, is a set of 12 biographies of Julius Caesar and the first 11 emperors of the Roman Empire written by Gaius Suetonius Tranquillus.
All right, so you had Nero, Galba, Otho, man, it's the 12 Caesars of Rome, right? The 12 Caesars, right? And this is a book right here. The general turned me on to right here. It was called the 12 Suetonius, the 12 Caesars, right? It was the 12 Caesars of Rome, right? So those were the 12 kings that the scripture's talking about right now. Like it's talking about Nero, Gaius, Caesar, Caligula, all of them.
That nigga's crazy.
Yeah. So the 12 Caesars, right? So verse 14, read verse 14 one time.
Okay. In the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another. Mm-hmm. Whereof the second shall begin to reign.
Right, the second after that, right? What came after Rome?
Greece.
No. America.
Oh, okay, come on.
Remember, Greece came before Rome. Right, Greece came before Rome. After Rome, it came America. So America is the second, right? After these 12 kings. Right, keep reading.
Wherefore the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any of the 12.
Right, because how long have America been in power? Like over 200 years. Right? Keep reading.
And this do the 12 wings signify, which thou sawest.
Right. See that? So that's the eagle that he saw in the vision, right? That Ezra saw in the vision, and this is what it signifies. The 12 wings that were on them were the 12 Caesars, right? That ruled Rome, right? When Rome was a superpower, right? Are y'all with me?
Come.
All right. No, you're not with me. All right. Where you at?
I don't know anything about the 12 Caesars.
Okay, so the 12 Caesars are the 12 emperors that ruled Rome. So what we're talking about is, it says, okay, so just for real quick, Azab, or read 13 down so we get the sister recalibrated.
Khan, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 13. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon earth.
Right, so there's a kingdom that's going to rise up. 1 second, Matazapa. Go ahead.
And it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it. In the same shall 12 kings
reign. In the same, right? In the same. Like the same as that, those people that's going to rise up, is going to be a kingdom that's going to come out of that, right? Go ahead.
One after another.
That's still, it's still the same. Like, we're talking about the same people, but just different kingdoms of the same people, right? So this particular kingdom, go ahead, Matazapa. Yeah, want to say something?
No.
Go ahead.
Whereof the second shall begin to reign.
Right. So remember, you had the first, right? And then the second is going to reign, right? Who came out of Rome? No. Where you live at now?
Oh, America.
Yes. Look, it's really not hard to really understand it, because what do we have here? We have a Senate, House of Representatives, Congress. Where does all that come from? Roman. It's all Rome. Everything that was in Rome is here in America. Go ahead, Matazapa.
And then when you look at, I watched the documentary, when you look at like how Rome broke up and went up into Great Britain. The Romans went up into Great Britain and Ireland and all that kind of stuff like that. And then came straight over here, and I was sitting there watching the documentary like, God damn. You know what I mean? I'll find it. They was talking about Rome, and they showed the migration of the Romans after it broke up, and they showed it go straight up into Great Britain, and then from Great Britain.
So, right. So, sis, what this is talking about is a kingdom that's going to, you know what I mean? But then there's a kingdom that was before this kingdom, right? This kingdom, this fourth beast, before this kingdom of this second kingdom that's going to reign, that's going to be that kingdom that's going to be more diverse, and it's going to be more worse than any of the other ones, is the one we're living in now. But the one that was before that one, it had 12. Keep reading.
Verse 16.
No, verse 13. Verse
14.
14.
In the same shall 12 kings reign. One after another.
Right. So we know the 12 kings reign. You know how you had Augustus Caesar, you had Caligula, you had Gaius, you had Nero, you had all these different Caesars who was ruling Rome. That's all you got. That's all you need. That 12 Caesars that ruled Rome. Right? And this is what it's breaking down. Keep reading.
Whereof the second shall begin to reign.
Right. So after they reigned, after Rome fell, the second one after that started to reign, which is what? America. Right? Keep reading.
And shall have more time than any of the 12.
Right. So now the time that we're in right now in America is way more than Rome ruled. Way longer time than Rome ruled, because America has been in power for it's over 200 years. Go ahead.
So is it safe to say, like, they had 12 kings, we had like how many presidents? Would that, we got like 40 some odd presidents.
Yeah, we got 40 something presidents.
Right.
Yeah, we have 40. Right. Okay, that's a good way to put it. We have like 40 something Caesars.
Right.
Of Rome, even a dark skinned Caesar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now who's the Caesar now?
Right.
Sis. There you go. Give the sister a hand. Now you see what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get you in the mind frame of what we're talking about. Like, don't think like president.
Right.
Don't think that, because this is still the Roman Empire.
Right.
It's just refurbished. It's still the Roman Empire. Think the Caesar that's in power right now, the Emperor of Rome, is Joe Biden.
Right.
And after he gets out of office, the Caesar, the other Roman Empire might be like DeSantis out of Florida, or it might be like Donald Trump. It might be Trump again. Think those heads. You know those heads, those statues,
right?
That you see from Roman emperors. Don't think their faces. Think Joe Biden's face on it,
right? Or
think, Donald Trump's face, or Nixon's face,
right?
Or whatever. You know what I mean? Think their face on that statue that you see. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just we're living in a modern time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's still the same. It's still Rome. All right? Keep reading. We almost done.
Kind of a kind. And this do the 12 wings signify, which thou sawest.
So all right. So drop that. Let me go to 2nd Ezra 11 and 40.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 40. And the fourth came and overcome all the beasts that were passed.
So this fourth kingdom that came, it overcame all the other kingdoms that passed, that was in the past. This one here, this is superpower. This is the greatest superpower that ever existed on the planet Earth,
right?
To this date, right? America is the greatest superpower that ever existed in life. You know what I mean? As what you would say, as the Lord, as the Lord put life on the planet. You know what I mean? America is the biggest that ever existed. That's why the Lord knew what he was doing when he put us under America, because it was like, you can't get out of America. Well, what are we going to do? The only thing we can do is die. So the Lord has said, okay, if you don't keep the commandments, you're going to stay here under the greatest nation that ever existed on the planet. You're never going to be able to get free. You can march. You can have civil rights. You can do the LGBT. You can do whatever you want, but you will continue to be in captivity because you're under the strongest nation that ever existed on the planet.
Good night.
The Lord knew exactly what he was doing when he put us here. And he put the 12 tribes, the majority of us here. All together. Right? Because there's nothing you can do. You try to go over here, up, you're right here. Up, you try to go over here, up, you're right here. Up, you try to go here, up, you're right here. We try to go up over the house. We try to go around the house. We try to dig a tunnel up underneath the house to get to the backyard. We try to fly over the top. We try to climb. We try to scale the side of the wall to get to the backyard. Can't get to the backyard. You know what I mean? And so we try to march our way to the backyard.
Good night.
You know what I mean? We shall overcome to the backyard.
Good night.
We shall overcome to the backyard. And we never get to the backyard.
Damn.
Because the Lord knows that you're not going to get to the backyard.
Right.
We try to get to the barbecue and cannot get to the barbecue.
Jeez.
Right? The Lord, with his infinite wisdom, understood that we would try to do that because we're trying to get to the backyard to the barbecue without listening to how we should get into the barbecue.
Right.
We're trying to just figure out a way to get to the barbecue without having to listen to what the flyer said.
Right.
The flyer said you got to do this, and this, and you can get to the backyard.
Right.
But we try to figure out a way to get there without having to do the work. And it's never going to work. All right? Keep reading.
And had power over the world with great fearfulness and over the whole compass.
Right, because remember, everybody's afraid of America. You know what? I know everybody's afraid of America. The UN know what's going on. Ain't the UN supposed to be the people that's supposed to stand up for everybody? The UN is supposed to be all the nations around the earth that's supposed to see what's going on with people that's in different countries. And they're supposed to say, wait a minute, hold on. What's going on with the Jewish people is wrong in Germany. The Germans, you're wrong for what you're doing to the Jewish people.
Right.
That's wrong. We're gonna put we're gonna charge with war crimes. That's what the UN is supposed to be there for.
Right.
And they don't do nothing for black people that's in America. They sit up in there with them suits all dignified with those stinking earphones on where they getting everything translated to them. And they see what's going on with black people, but they don't give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? Right. We don't have no representation. You know who our representation is? Joe Biden. That's our representation. Every nation, every league of nations is in the United Nations. Every league, every single leader of every single people that's on this earth has a leader that's in there. I don't give a damn. The Democratic Republic of Congo, the Libyans, you know what I mean? The South Africans, everybody except, you know, Israel. We got Joe Biden as our leader.
Dang.
Whoever we vote in every 4 years is the leadership of black people, right? Keep reading. It says the earth was much. Okay, keep reading from 40. 11 and 40.
All the beasts that were passed.
Hold on. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
It had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth, with much wicked oppression.
Because remember, it said the wicked. Job 9:24. It said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? With wicked oppression, right? Everything that we go through in America is wicked oppression, man.
Right.
Police brutality, gangs. You know, all of that, it comes out of oppression. Even all these black people that shooting up stuff.
Good night.
There was a dude, a Spanish cat, Ephraimite out of New York that was riding around on a scooter just shooting people. Go ahead.
It was just a black dude shooting up in Philly.
Yeah. You know where that comes from? Oppression. We've been around white people so long that we just start acting like them. Go ahead.
It's and that's what you're starting to see that now, is because, you know, it was for a long time that we were saying, oh, you know, when people come out and they say it was a mass shooting, automatically you thought it was the oppressor. But now you're starting to see that it's us that's doing a lot of these mass shootings. Just recently, this year, like you said, the one in New York, you had the one in Philly, and there was one in Delaware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like we gonna be the ones who's gonna be leading in those type of things, man. Right. Because we trying to be like our.
Yeah, that's right. Matthias Bob want to say something.
That's exactly. You know, the John 8:44, year of your father, the devil. We take on his whole spirit, his ideologies. We take on everything everything about him. Because I think I heard you or General Hyman or somebody I heard because he's our paternalistic father.
No, that was General Hyman. I just echoed it.
He's paternalistic. You know what I mean? Everybody want to do what their father do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's cool. In your eyes, he's a superhero. You know? And so that we look at Esau like he's a superhero.
Yeah, black people, we never was no school. We never was no shooters, man. No. We don't do that. Black people, we don't do that. What are you talking about? We don't go around and just shoot innocent people. It's never been our thing. You know, we like to go to barbecues and you know what I mean, and chill and listen to music and dance, and you know, we never been a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Kind of but the depression that we going to get from trying to be like the Joneses, trying to be like them, and we're going to find out that that's just not us.
Right.
Like the dude that shot up Philly was a flaming homosexual, and he was depressed. So I guess he had a bad day of being a homosexual and went outside and shot up people.
Right. We don't do that. In the world, what? You depressed, you smoke some weed. Right. You know, you smoke some weed, you chill, you get drunk. You know, look, as soon as I lost a lot of money in the world. Right. I remember one time I was paying insurance, and I thought I was paying insurance, but I wasn't paying insurance because they wasn't taking the money out of my account, and then they hit me with another driving without insurance.
Damn.
Right? You know what I did? I just smoked some weed and went to sleep. I was like, man, let me go ahead and go to sleep. You know what I mean? But talking about, look, I was so bad. I just said, man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep, man. You know, that's how you deal with stuff in the world.
Right.
Right? In the truth, you know, we got counsel and different things like that. But, you know, in the world, man, look, I'm going to go ahead and just go to sleep. Let me go ahead and smoke this blunt and go to sleep. Right. Pass out, and I'll deal with it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Right. But, you know, we ain't go around and shoot everybody up because you was having a bad day. We don't do that.
Right.
Because everybody's jacked up, right?
Kind of a con.
No sweat. Keep reading. We almost done, y'all. Just y'all stick with me, man. A few more minutes. Let's go.
Kind of a con. Wickedness, Slack it, and over the whole compass of the earth, with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
Right. Well, that's that false image that we walk on. That false image that we walk on of Christ, man. Right. We're talking about the oppressor's independence right now. We're talking about it. We popping off firecrackers, right? We blowing our damn hands off. Issachar blowing his damn hand off.
Blowed off.
Huh? Yeah, I got the. You want the video?
Yeah, show his hand getting blowed off.
Oh, I'm gonna talk
his
about.
His hands was blowed off.
I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about. Oh, all right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Man, this cat, man, blow his damn hand off, man.
It's almost like, and the only reason why I said that because sometimes we need to see it.
Right.
Like we literally need to see fingers blowed off. You know what I mean?
So like the bumble Jason Pierre-Paul. I always bring this up because this dude was one heck of a. I know y'all talk about football, but dude was one hell of a football player, man. And when he got his hands blowed off, this dude he was nothing for a while, man. I mean, even though he's good now, he'll never be as he was with a full hand. You're never half the hand you was.
Yeah, he's tripping. Yeah, he's tripping, man. You know, that was crazy. Yo, I gotta do this class, man. All right, no sweat. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna mute up. Mataz's Paul wanted me to show y'all, so I'm gonna mute up and I'm gonna show y'all real quick. All right, here we go.
Aren't allowed here in LA County. That didn't seem to stop people from setting them off. The fire department telling us that last night they received more calls than they typically see in an entire week. And we have some of the video to prove that that mishap did cause a lot of chaos. Take a look. This is a house in South Los Angeles where you can see the roof is on fire of the duplex. While no one was injured, thankfully, authorities do believe this fire may have been caused by fireworks. You can see their firefighters responding to the scene even as other fireworks go off in the sky last night around 9 p.m. The people who live there visibly upset as they had to evacuate their home as firefighters tried to get that fire out on the roof of the house and others gathered on the street. Now, despite fireworks not being allowed in Los Angeles, they were still set off last night during 4th of July celebrations throughout the area, causing fires on cars and homes and trees and even multiple brush fires. But they also injured some people. Now, over off of Vermont Avenue in the Adams Normandy neighborhood of Los Angeles, a young man you can see here lost parts of his right hand in a firework accident. Firefighters responding to a home on Catalina Street, responding to reports of an amputation, says eyewitnesses. This happening around 11:30 last night. They found this young man with a towel covering what remains of his right hand. Neighbors say this man, along with others, were among a group lighting fireworks in the intersection of the street when the victim lost parts of his body. Eyewitnesses say mortar tubes could be seen in the street left behind as a result of this accident. Now, back here live, we know that a lot of cities decided to forego their fireworks celebrations. For example, here.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. I'll mute your mic. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, you're supposed to drop the ball. You're supposed to drop the ball in the canister. You're supposed to go, woo, shot in the canister. He just held the ball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you see Issachar, man.
Looking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
Issachar. Then he got to get the oppressor to help him.
That is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
It's like, if I may, man, like, you know, there's situations where you'll get amputated where you be like, well, shoot, at least I'm alive. You know what I mean? This is one of them situations where you'll get amputated. You be like, I was dumb as shit that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I wish I wasn't thinking that. I wish I didn't go and get them fireworks. But, you know, there's people that have legs was blowed off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just like, well, shoot, I'm alive, so I can live with myself.
And it might be the hand that, you know, the one that you really use. It might be, you know what I mean? And now you know what I mean? You really jacked up.
Ambidextrous.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But man, that's crazy, man.
Right.
So, shut, man. Issachar, man. Come on, man. You popping off firecrackers. I guess you ain't got nothing else to do but come to class now.
That seems to be the reoccurring theme on every holiday that Esau has that we choose to try to indulge in. It's always some type of killings. It's always some type of something happening. Somebody being mangled. It's always something. Martin Luther King Day, July 4th, Easter, Christmas. It's not one holiday that you can name that people don't die from because of, just being in that spirit.
Absolutely. So look, let's get through it. We got 2 more scriptures after this, but let's just run through it. You know what I mean?
Verse 41.
Well, let them know where you at.
Oh, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable.
Right, that's us, man. All we wanted was peace. They still hurt us, right? Keep going.
Thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit.
Right, they destroyed even us, like through Planned Parenthood. We can't even bring forth children, right? We try to bring forth fruit. They destroy it, right? Keep reading.
And has cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
Right, and that's black people. That's Hispanics, Native Indians, right? Keep reading.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Right. So now you did it so much, so long. Now this went back to the Lord now. Right? Now the Lord sees what's going on. I mean, the Lord been seeing what's going on, but now you didn't got it to a point where you angered the Lord. Go ahead, Matalapa.
Now this is perfect. The Obadiah is perfect. Where it says now the pride of your heart has deceived you. Here we read like that pride and reached up to the Most High, and now your pride has deceived you, you piece of garbage. Like they really believe that they are top of everything. They really believe that they are God. You know what I mean? Like these arrogant pieces of garbage, man. Yeah, I'm gonna just
right, and it's like but what you're saying is like the humility part. Like somebody could say, man, that was a good class today. Most High in Christ. You always give the reverence to, where you got it from. Oh man, I just got it from the brothers who was above me. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, the oppressor been getting praised for so long. He like, oh yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it's just something I do. You know what I mean? And that cockiness, man, the Lord sees it. Right? It says, okay, and has cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Verse 43.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended.
They are what?
They are ended. And his abominations are fulfilled.
Meaning that it's over now. All that, the fun is over.
Oh yeah.
Right, the fun is over. All right, let's go. Let's get to Revelation 17 and 5, and then 17 and 11, and we done. 17 and 5. 17 and 5 and 17 and 11. Revelations.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 5.
All right, rock with me, Itara. All right, we about to end it right now. All right, let's go.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery.
What?
Mystery.
Say it one more time.
Mystery. Babylon the Great.
Why is it called mystery?
Because it hasn't been revealed.
At this time, right. Gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give it to you. All right. Gotta give it to you. Right? We say? Poindexter. I gotta give it to you. Right, because at this time of John the Revelator, just the same as Daniel.
Right.
It wasn't revealed yet at this particular time. Right? It wasn't revealed of what this nation was.
Right.
Who this nation was. It was Mystery Babylon. Right? Keep reading.
Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The mother of whores. America is the mother of whores. And because we partake in it, that's what we become. But America is the place that you can go here if you want to live as a baby. You can come to America and live as a baby. They have grown men in diapers. that's in a bed and they got people that come over and take care of them because they feel like they're a baby. You feel like you're a man.
That's funny.
Hey, I'm about to do hey, look, I can do hey, look, what? Have somebody come take care of me. I don't gotta go to the toilet no more. Hey, look, they're going to change this pamper.
That's how it is in the hospital.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, literally.
I'm going to soil myself.
Literally, you'll see a patient just sit there and doodle on himself. Like, and clearly, like, who would just sit there, like, get up and use the bathroom?
Look, even if I couldn't do it, I still would like fall out the bed. I'm trying to be like, hey, what's wrong with him? I'm like, look, he trying to go. He's trying to go to the bathroom. I'ma still try to go to the bathroom, man, if I can.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I'm still gonna get up and I'm gonna try to go. If I'm 80 years old, I'm gonna roll out that bed and try to go to the bathroom, man. They gonna be like, he didn't make it, but you know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead and time him out, man. Oh, I got you right now. Here we go, right here. Watch this. Ah, there you go. Look, you can't see him no more. All right, no sweat. So, the block button is great. All right. Now they gotta go out and then come back in with a new joint and come back.
You know what's funny?
I couldn't see myself as a grown ass man in somebody's group or in somebody's chat or in somebody's video if I don't like them.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, I can't stand you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to look at you. I don't, nothing.
Yeah, but your
anger. Your mental illness will allow you to get into a post and continue to.
But guess what they're getting? The understanding of it. Right. They're getting the understanding of what we're breaking down. You can't. They can say it, but you can't refute what we're saying. Right. Everything we're saying is facts. Right. Yeah. All right. No sweat. So it says. Okay, read it one more time. Okay, read it in the middle.
Khan. Mystery. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Okay, so now remember what we were talking about. We're talking about the America's independence that's in the Bible, right? We've been reading it through the whole prophecy, right? But let's go to verse 7.
Verse 11? You want it?
Verse 11.
Khan. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th.
Right? Now, the beast that was, say that one more time.
The beast that was.
That was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And is not.
And is not, right? That was in power, that's not in power anymore. Read on.
Even he is the 8th.
He's the 8th, right? Keep reading.
And is of the 7th.
Break it down.
Is of the 8th.
I should have unblocked whoever that was. I should have unblocked him so they could see it.
Yeah.
Damn, I should. Hold on.
Break that down. It was the 8th that was down to 7. Hold up.
I think you know, so let me just not even ask you.
Was it a nation that took over 2 nations in the?
They're the 8th, but is of the 7th. Go ahead, Kyle.
Think about what he just said. It's the 8th of the 7th.
And you got that fresh brain too. You got that good. They've been massaging that brain. Like, yeah, you gonna know these words. Yeah. So what's the 8th that is of the 7th? No. All right, Tara.
The 7 heads.
Right, the 7 heads. Now, who are the 7 heads?
Like the 7, they're all white countries.
Well, you had the 10 common markets, but you had the 7. You had the 7 kings, right? I could be saying that wrong, right? Am I wrong?
So they're all.
Let me read them out to you. All right. So the 7, right, is the Greece, Rome, Spain, France. So Greece 1, Rome 2, Spain 3, France 4, Germany 5, Russia 6, Great Britain 7. Great Britain 7. So it says, read it one more time, Isaiah War. Oh, no, don't get away yet. Don't give it away yet.
Oh, that's lucky. That was
verse 11.
Revelation 17:11. Right?
And the beast.
And the beast that was.
Right, that was in power. Right? Because remember, this is future tense. This is past tense. So the beast that was in power, right?
Okay.
And
the beast that was.
That was and is not.
Was and is not.
Right, that was in power. That's not in power now, right?
Even he is the eighth.
He's the eighth.
And is of the seven.
And is of the seven.
Okay, come. And goeth into perdition.
Right, to destruction.
Okay.
Check out what he said. I can send you what he said. Play it back, smoking what he said.
he like, okay, so bees. That wasn't it. Let me unban this person. I'm gonna unban this person.
He said America earlier. He said no.
I don't think anybody said it.
I did. I said America.
Oh, you might have said it too. Yeah.
Right, because when he said Great Britain.
Yeah, I gotta give it. Okay, I gotta give it to from Egypt to Israel. The United States. I'm gonna post a comment. I gotta give it. I'm gonna just give it. I know brothers in the class knew it, but I gotta give it to the brother in the chat. So it says the United States. Hold on 1 second, Salagia. Hold on.
Because
I go outside America.
Because I was like, that's what made me get confused.
I had to read it again, and once I read it again, I was like, all right, yeah.
Don't be confusing people.
Which we got from, which they got because they came from.
America came from everything. It's still the same. That was the war. They just call themselves Americans.
All right, no sweat. So.
I thought I said it.
So you got it? All right, read it one more time. All right, read it one more time.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 11. And the beast.
This is the 8 we got.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth.
Right. So the beast that was in power, but he's not in power anymore. He is the eighth. But what? But he what?
He is the eighth. Like it. He is the eighth and is of the seven.
Say it one more time for Trash One West.
And is of the seven. And goeth into perdition.
Right. So America is going to be destroyed because America is the eighth, but he's what? Of the what? Seven. So that means that even though he's America, he's still Great Britain. Because he broke off. Right, he broke off and he became. Go ahead, Matata Pop. Can you hand him the mic?
And then if I may, remember, and I'm going to just quote the scripture, but it says, remember it said this one right here went into perdition. And do you remember that one scripture where it talks about the son of perdition or something like that? And their kingdom has to fall for the Israelite, for our kingdom to rule.
These dummies.
They just be doing it.
They doing it to get their money. Because it's cool. Because like the dog bark. If a dog barks at the moon, nobody's gonna give a damn. But if the moon says something back to the dog, everybody's gonna pay attention. Right. Right. But do you not know? You not read the scriptures of Jeremiah when the Lord told him to bind the tire of thy head and get out there and teach? You haven't heard that scripture where with the mitri, right? The attire, it's a tire, the attire. Right? Yeah, they think it's a good year, right? Right? Yeah, he put that mitri on and he went out there and he taught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So man, it's all good, man. It's all good. We here, but guess what? Guess what we won't forget. We won't forget about Joy Morgan. All right. Yeah, we won't forget about Joy Morgan. Right? Yeah. Everybody try to forget about Joy Morgan.
What happened to Joy Morgan?
Yeah. What happened to Joy Morgan?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to Joy Morgan, because some stinking Hamite, you know what I mean, raped the sister and tried to bury her in a goddamn shallow grave. That's what happened. Why? Because he listened to that stupid doctrine from IUIC. Right. Because he didn't want his wife to know. That's why. Because he can only have one wife, so he didn't want his wife to know. That's why he murdered Joy Morgan and buried her in a goddamn shallow grave. An innocent sister too, man.
A beautiful sister.
Yeah. Joy Morgan was what, 20 years old? A baby, man. A baby. My daughter is older than Joy Morgan.
Good night.
And this is what happens, man, when you listen to false prophets like this, man, in the IUIC. Man, the hell with that, man. Look, let's talk about Joy Morgan, man. That's all I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about nothing else. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about nothing else. Let's talk about the brother who got pistol whipped.
Right, and left for dead.
Yeah, and left for dead. Let's talk about that. Go ahead.
West got the D pick from his from his leader. He got the D pick.
Hey, what are you talking about? Numbers 15 and 38. Nigga, I got fridges. It's right here on my damn shirt. What the hell are you talking about?
What it's supposed to be at
What it's supposed to be? What? I got fridges. Hey, and I got fringes on my pants. What the hell are you talking about? You stupid.
Fringes on your camera.
Yeah, not fringes on the bottom of my t-shirt.
He's conflicted. He got a problem right now because he's actually going through a situation where he don't know whether or not he can stay where they at.
And guess what? We ain't gonna block you, man. You good? Come on back, man.
What it is, what we seeing is like an emasculation of men, where a man would actually disguise himself when he comes on to the internet. Like you disguise yourself to talk trash under a disguise, you know, when a real man would.
Wait a minute.
I got a
Who is it? Is this Big Frida?
You gonna know it's Mataza.
Hey, is this Big Frida?
Yeah.
This Big Frida.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm coming on the internet to say what I gotta say, you're gonna see me and you're gonna hear me and you're gonna know it's me. I'm not gonna come in under some alias.
Hey, this is Deacon A-Shot.
Right. The high identity.
This is rebellion.
All right, man. So guess what, man? That's the end of the class, man. You know what I'm saying? I showed the oppressors independence, right?
That's right.
I showed that it was prophesied in the Bible. So when you're going out and you celebrating and you're, popping off firecrackers, you thinking that you're doing something new or anything like that, man, this is already written in the scriptures, man. And you better get away from America, because if not, you're going to be a part of the destruction of America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why we come out. This is why we do these classes. This is why this is brotherhood, man. Brotherhood and sisterhood is not celebrating July 4th. Where brotherhood and sisterhood is coming together under the laws and statutes and commandments and following the Most High, man, in Christ, and keeping the commandments, man, and understanding that brotherhood and sisterhood is our foundation, not July 4th, man. So right there, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to pass the class over to preaching officer Matazi All right.
Excellent class.
We'll watch it again.
Yeah.
Precepts, man. I've done those precepts in one of those books.
No,
this is the first one right here.
I would implore everyone to rewind the class and watch it again, and watch it with your notebook and your pen and take notes, because this was an excellent class put on by Captain Zaiwan.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We'll give him another hand for that class, because that was an excellent class. You know what I mean? All right, besides ISUPK security announcements, rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they'll seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashera. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you like to donate, whatever size bottle you would like to bring. come to class, present thyself. You know what I'm saying? Upcoming holy convocations, we have the memorial blowing the trumpets, which is going to be on a Friday, September 15th.
That's right.
Friday, September 15th. Here,
down there.
Down in the Smyrna location. That's 202 North DuPont Boulevard, Smyrna, Delaware. Come out and partake in this high holy day. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, Amajim. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakathon.
Yashmatah. Sorry, be returned. Sister Amajim, we're going to give the sister courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Alathon Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yashmatah. Class dismissed.
That's right. He says.